Hey, besties, welcome back to the Film Frontline, where we spill the tea, break down the facts, and serve you the ultimate cinematic truth. I'm so hyped because today we are diving headfirst into the highly anticipated return of everyone's favorite heart pounding political thriller. Yes, we are talking about The Night Agent Season 3, which officially dropped all of its episodes today. Grab your iced coffees and let's get into it because this season is giving pure main character energy and we have so much to unpack. All right, let's rewind for a second. We all know season 1 was an absolute cultural reset, but season 2, let's be real, it got a little messy trying to juggle a million global storylines and expanding the universe too fast. But the word on the street is that season 3 is officially a massive return to form. We are back to the tight, high-stakes espionage era we all fell in love with in the first place. Our boy, Peter Sutherland, played by the endlessly talented Gabriel Basso, is still out here operating as a double agent. He's sent to Istanbul on what looks like a basic, straightforward manhunt for a guy named Jay Batra. But plot twist, in this universe, it's never that simple. The mission quickly spirals into a massive tangled web of dark money, paid assassins, and top-tier political corruption. Let's talk about the women this season because they are absolutely slaying. First of all, huge shout out to Chelsea Arrington returning as Fola Evans Ankingbola. She is back in the White House serving on the Secret Service detail for the new president and first lady, and she is an absolute badass. She's the one pulling the threads and realizing the administration's squeaky clean public image is a total facade. Now, I know the girlies are asking, where is Rose? Lucienne Buchanan isn't in this season, but honestly, it makes total sense for the plot. Their connection in the first season was built on trauma and survival. Keeping her in Peter's dangerous orbit just wouldn't fit right now. She's still his moral compass, living in his head rent-free, but her absence makes room for the new ensemble cast to absolutely shine. Speaking of the new cast, we have to talk about Genesis Rodriguez as Isabel de Leon. She is a fierce, truth-seeking journalist who is forced to team up with Peter, and their dynamic is electric. It's that classic clash of full transparency versus deep state secrecy. Plus, we get Stephen Moyer playing a terrifying hitman known as the Father, and Jennifer Morrison entering her complex political mastermind era as the First Lady. And the action? Honey, Gabriel Basso did not come to play. The stunts are insanely visceral this time around. We're talking about a high-octane car chase that literally ends in an underwater fistfight. The industry standard for TV action just got raised. What's truly brilliant here is how vulnerable Peter is allowed to be. He's taking major hits, he's struggling, and he's heavily relying on his allies. It is giving very Daniel Craig and Casino Royale vibes. Grounded, gritty, and it makes the lethal stakes feel so real. As for the cons, it's not completely flawless. If we're being honest, some of the secondary subplots felt like they were fighting for screen time. A few of these side stories definitely needed a little more breathing room and stronger conclusions, rather than feeling slightly rushed at the end. But overall, the core narrative is so strong that it carries the weight effortlessly. Okay, time for the film frontline opinion. My personal take, this season is a massive triumph and easily the best storytelling the show has delivered yet. The showrunner and writers clearly understood the assignment and course-corrected the overstuffed feeling of season 2. Gabriel Basso has totally solidified himself as a leading man who can carry a massive action franchise on his back. I absolutely loved the grit and the unapologetic vulnerability they gave him. Dropping the romance angle to focus purely on the psychological and physical toll of being a night agent was a huge risk, but it paid off spectacularly. It lays the perfect groundwork for an even massive season 4, and I am already seated for it. So what do you guys think? Does Peter Sutherland's gritty, vulnerable era rank among the best action performances on TV right now? Or are you still missing Rose's presence in the dynamic? Sound off in the comments below. I want to read all your hot takes. And if you loved this breakdown and want to keep up with